Welcome to day 2 of our 7 days of strength. Today we will be cultivating a sense of liberation in the shoulders and arms by nurturing strength and mobility within the movement. So for this session you will need a block or a book. And without further ado, let's get started in a seated, comfortable position. Let's roll the shoulders up, back and down a few times. And let's grab a block or the book horizontally, holding it with the fingertips. And we will imagine that the whole body stays still like a statue, and we will be drawing a halo above our head, so only moving our arms from our shoulder joint. So only your shoulder area moves. So the movement comes from there. Over here, if we would like to develop even more activation, we could be pushing the block with our fingertips. So we want to squeeze almost the block with the fingertips. We especially want to also move the block away, so behind us. So you can really explore that space behind you. And swapping the direction to the other side. So warming up our shoulders, breathing through the nose. So nice to see you here again for a day 2. So thank you for showing up. And you can thank yourself as well for showing up for yourself. A couple of more rounds, a couple of more circles. I'm already feeling it in my shoulders. I hope you're feeling it as well. Inhale through the nose. And on the exhalation, lower the block somewhere down. And maybe shaking the arms, shaking the shoulders. Now let's open up the arms to the sides. So your palms are flexing, almost pushing the imaginary walls. And let's make small circles forward. Continuing to really heat up the shoulder area. Take a breath in. Then point your fingers down, going the other direction. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower the hands down. Let's meet in the cactus. So 90 degrees angle in your elbows, and then elbows touch, hands touch, and then the right elbow goes on the top, wrapping the fingers around, or the hands around. And over here, we can stay passively, or if we'd like to explore it more actively, we can push one forearm into the other and explore that. How does it change the sensation within the shoulder area or within the body? Take a breath in, breath out, one more inhale. And on the exhalation, open your arms back into the cactus. And now your left elbow goes on the top, wrapping the arms around. If you'd like to explore the position passively, stay here in the stretch. Or if you'd like to bring more activation, push one forearm into the other. Maybe push one hand into the other as well, while you continue to lift the elbows slightly higher. Breathing over here, inhale, exhale, one more time, inhale, exhale, doing very well, one more, inhale, squeezing maybe, exhale, let go, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Let's meet in a tabletop position. So spread your fingers wide, knuckles pushing down. Over here we will be exploring scapular push-ups, maybe on your knees or in a plank position, so whichever suits you best today. We will be dropping the chest towards the ground, trying not to arch our back too much, and then pushing the chest away from the ground. So shoulder blades squeeze towards one the other and shoulder blades away from each other. And let's continue several times. We continue like that, or maybe you'd like to add almost like these circles with the shoulders at the same time while we do the scapular push-ups. This might feel like a more awkward move, especially if you're doing it for the first time, but stick with it and it will make more sense over time. Take a breath in. And on the breath out, puppy pose, we extend the arms in front of us. Hips are above our knees, lowering our elbows down, maybe forehead goes down as well. Over here, a few options. If we'd like to stay here passively, we stay here. Or if we'd like to bring more activation, so we push the hands down into the ground and push the forearms down into the ground as well. And breathing over here for a couple of breaths. Let's take one more breath together. Maybe still pushing the forearms down. Take a breath in. Breath out. And then let's meet in a downward looking dog. So hands maybe shoulder distance apart, lifting our hips up towards the sky. From a downward looking dog, we will be transitioning into the dolphin. So the dolphin is where we lower our forearms down. And at the same time, we still continue to lift the hips up. Maybe legs are bent and stretching your armpits. So pushing the ground away from us with our forearms. We stay here. Our invitation is to lift one of your legs up for a moment, and then swapping sides, the other leg up, lowering the foot down, take a breath in, and now maybe feet go slightly more back. We go into a plank pose with our forearms down. We can always lower our knees down on the ground and stay in a plank with the knees down or knees up. You decide. You are your own boss. But I really want you, wherever you are, to push the ground away from you. Building strength in our shoulder area. Take a breath in. Breath out. Now one more inhale. And now on the exhalation, lower your knees down underneath your shoulders, underneath your hips. And then let's meet back into the tabletop position. So extending the arms. Now we will be doing a little transition that I really, really like. And over here, we will be bending the arms. My invitation is to bend the elbows in line with the shoulders. So often we open up like that. But my invitation is to keep the elbows in line with the shoulders when we do this, almost like a push-up position. But first, we will be extending your right leg back behind, point the right foot. First, inhale. On the exhalation, your right knee goes towards your chin. We round the spine. Inhale, extend your right leg back. Exhale, the chin goes towards the ground. We bend the arms, a push-up. Lift yourself back up. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, push up, chin to the mat. Come back up. Few more. And last time, knee to chin, extend the leg, chin to the mat, lift yourself back up, lower your right knee down, and now let's extend your left leg behind. Point the left foot, take a breath in. Exhale, left knee to touch your chin, rounding the spine. Exhale, extend the left leg and chin to the mat. And let's continue like that, harmonizing the movement with the breath. So whenever it gets challenging, really use your breath. Breathe through the nose. Exhale everything out. Help yourself to move through the discomfort. And I think last one. Come back up, lower your left knee down, and now we will be lowering our whole body. So maybe you do that while your knees are down, or you lift yourself into a plank, and then slowly lowering yourself down. Let's open up your arms, fingertips to the side, so arms are wide. With inhalation, we will lift our chest and head gently, and then we will tap one of the shoulders on the ground, looking back behind. Lift back into the center, tapping the shoulder down, lifting back up. Few more times, shoulder taps. So in these 7 days of strength, I'm putting all of my favorite movements, all of my favorite yoga postures, mobility exercises into one. So I hope you really find it useful. I hope you enjoy some of the movements, some of the postures yourself. One more time, tap both sides. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders and meeting in a child's pose for a moment. Extending the arms in front of you, lengthening your spine, lengthening your arms. Slowly lift yourself back up. And now to finish the practice, we will lay on one side of the body. And over here, we will be making shoulder circles. An option is to have a block or something in your top hand, top arm, to make the movement a little bit harder and to have some resistance or some load. Also, of course, an option is to not have the weight and just move the arm in circles. So let's lower ourselves on the right side. And then maybe having the block in your hand, your left hand, we will start to draw the circle. Over here, my invitation is for you to always touch the ground with a block. So when you make the circle, the block always touches the ground. And for this reason, we might need to add a spine twist when the left hand goes back. So this is another one of my top favorite moves for the shoulder mobility. Let's do 3 more circles over here. And last one. And let's swap to the other direction. So now laying on your left side, having the block or the weight in your right hand or not having it. And then starting to make the circles with your right arm, inviting a spine twist as well over here. Let's do 3 more over here. Breathing through the nose. So freedom in your arms. Okay, put the block somewhere to the side. and slowly lift yourself into a seated position, into a seated comfortable position. And then let's give a little massage for your shoulder area with one arm, massaging one shoulder, and then the other shoulder. Okay, so we are finished with day 2 of our 7 days of strength. Super, super good job. Tomorrow we will be exploring spinal integrity and we will be strengthening our back body. As always, I so look forward to read from you, so leave a comment down below how the session went. If you have any insights, any discoveries, any questions, leave them down there. And again, if you use Instagram, welcome to tag me on your story. I would love to see it and reshare it on my profile as well. And I will see you tomorrow for our day 3 of our 7 days of strength. See you.